childhood friend's wedding, and don't know about y'all, but if that happened to me, yeah, we're clearly no longer friends. You really show how you value, our friendship by, minimizing such a milestone in my life. You're the best man, and you're showing up late to a wedding, and getting fitted for a men's warehouse is beneath you. Like, yeah, I understand you're a celebrity and all that, but dog, we're talking about one day out of your entire successful comedian life where you just have to, be there for someone else's day. Hey, what's going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and we are talking about the latest episode of the JERROD CARMICHAEL Reality Show. And, if this is your first time here, please hit that like and subscribe button. Of course, I got to do that first, right? But let's get right into it, man. I'm going to start off with some positive thoughts first. I really feel like, granted, yeah, it's not like JERROD is doing this for free. I'm sure he definitely got some type of a bag from Max. But even with that said, I do feel like it's big to make yourself so vulnerable. Like you're literally putting your life out there no matter how you look. And from the first 3 episodes, JERROD looks like a selfish friend who cheats on his boyfriend and is possibly battling sex addiction, right? But with that said, yeah, I do feel like it is a lot, or somewhat commendable to once again be that vulnerable with your life and what's going on with stuff. And this episode definitely, clearly is called Friendship, so it is revolving around friendships, and that's one thing for certain. It definitely looks like JERROD is pretty selfish in that category, like to the point to where it was really cringeworthy. Like you actually see, like this. Hopefully, if you found the right one, you only get married once. But his childhood friend by the name of Pooh, it starts off with him getting married. JERROD is named the best man, and of course, I do like how they interject some of his stand-up material with, real life situations that really happen. But he's his best man. Simple request of just, hey, I just need you to go to the men's warehouse, get fitted for your suit, so we can all come through looking like a team. Because JERROD is so famous or so successful with his, comedy and I guess Hollywood career, he feels like men's warehouse is beneath him, and he doesn't even go get fitted, doesn't get a black dress shirt or anything, and he shows up an hour late to his childhood friend's wedding, and don't know about y'all, but if that happened to me, yeah, we're clearly no longer friends. You really show how you value, our friendship by, minimizing such a milestone in my life. You're the best man, and you're showing up late to a wedding, and getting fitted for a men's warehouse is beneath you. Like, yeah, I understand you're a celebrity and all that, but dog, we're talking about one day out of your entire successful comedian life where you just have to, be there for someone else's day, So, and like I said, he definitely is self-aware for what it's worth. I mean, he realizes that he's a horrible friend, and we also see that with Jessica. I'm kind of on the fence with that, because he definitely did look out for Jessica. But there were some parts where it was just like, I don't know how that's going to play out. So I'm sure for those who did see the episode, Jessica moves in, and that quickly wears out its welcome, after moving into JERROD's place. And JERROD decides to come up with the idea of, what I'm going to do for her birthday is get her own damn apartment, which I don't blame him. Like, if you're used to your space and you got someone moving in, especially if especially is if their living habits don't align with yours, it's going to get old real fast. And we saw that in this episode, right? We saw Jessica isn't the tidiest person, Jessica is blasting music while Gerard is trying to just, read a book. Just stuff like that, is going to clash. And so you can still be friends with somebody and quickly realize that, you know what, we're better off as friends, not so much as roommates. And so, yeah, all that, I understand he was just trying to look out for her and so forth. But the part that I found hilarious when he gave her the apartment, which once again definitely makes for good comedy material, it sounds like, he only paid 1 month's worth of rent. So I'm sure, that was just for the sake of a good joke, whether it was on reality TV or his stand-up. But it's like, I'm sure behind the scenes, he's perhaps still helping her pay for her apartment on a monthly basis. So maybe he pays half the rent and she has to come up with the other half or something like that. But I will say this, I kind of switch, playing both sides of the fence a little bit. In JERROD CARMICHAEL's defense a little bit, it's like sometimes when you are on a particular celebrity status, I can understand how certain things could get played out. Like just because you're the friend with money, friends may come out and ask you for stuff that you ain't even do yourself. Like Jessica was like, look, for my birthday, I want to go to the Hamptons. And Gerard was like, I ain't even been to the Hamptons for my own damn birthday, but you want me to, throw a party for you at the Hamptons for you? Stuff like that. And also being that, if you know friends in high places, I'm definitely not against using that networking skill. But we also see that, because of Gerard's connections, he easily was able to get her some auditions because she wants to try her hand at acting. Once again, I'm not a casting director, casting coach or acting coach or anything like that. So just from me from the naked eye, I didn't see anything that would move the needle. And apparently Gerard may not have seen that as well. Once again, we see that as one of his comedy bits when he's on doing stand-up. But, I don't know, man. I don't know where that's going to go. It doesn't sound like that may go anywhere because I'm sure there's 1,000, people every month or let alone every day who's trying to audition for something knowing that they may not be the talented one to get it. So who knows? Like, hopefully she gets it, being that it seems like her dream, and we'll see how that goes. But, and also I will end it with this. I do feel like the saving grace for this episode, being that, Gerard seems to be self-aware. He does make a lot of apology calls to people that he's been a shitty friend to, and he apologizes. And we definitely hear some of the dialogue go back and forth on how that conversation really went. And I thought it was hilarious. Like one of the friends even says something like, "You're not even an A-list celebrity. Like, what gives you the right to treat me this way?" Something to that effect. I thought was hilarious. And the most important one was him reaching back out to apologize to Pooh. Even though Pooh never accepted his calls since the wedding day, he actually has to kind of show up unannounced to actually express his best man speech and his heartfelt apology. So, definitely redeeming quality. I'm not sure how y'all feel about reality shows, but I do feel like most reality shows are kind of scripted, kind of reality. It's almost like you take a moment that happened to you in real life, and you perhaps reenact that real life incident for the sake of the reality show. So who knows, man? I really do feel like, I don't feel like, for example, Pooh was surprised about Gerard pulling up at his house, stuff like that. Either way, man, I'm still loving this show. As I started this episode with, I do find it commendable that Gerard is actually, openly exposing his life like that and is open to being vulnerable, even though it may make him look like a jerk at times. And also, we definitely see Mike give some helpful advice in terms of how Gerard was handling his friendship with Jessica. So all that was dope. I'm if you can't tell by now, I'm hooked into the show, man. It is actually very, very interesting. So love it or hate it. Let me know what you think in the comments. But for now, that's my review. Peace.